Hello everyone, Alexa Lavoie here, and I'm currently at the Superior Court in Montreal for the trial of Muhammad Shahzeb Khan, a Pakistani national accused of plotting a terrorist attack to kill Jewish people in New York and supporting ISIS. Here is a brief overview for those unfamiliar with the case. On September 4th, Muhammad Shahzeb Khan, who entered Canada in June 2023 on a student visa, was arrested in Ormstown, Montreal, while attempting to cross the border in the United States.
I've been getting questions about an individual that entered Canada and has been arrested in charges related to an attempt to cross the border for a terrorist plot. I can confirm that Muhammad Khan is a Pakistani national who entered Canada on May, or was issued a visa in May of 2023, and was given and entered Canada on the 24th of June of the same year, so 2023.
According to U.S. authorities, Khan planned to use automatic and semi-automatic weapons to carry out a mass shooting at the Jewish Center in Brooklyn, New York, in support of ISIS. This information reportedly came from conversations between Khan and two undercover agents. He intended to time the attack to coincide with the anniversary of Hamas attack on Israel, which took place on October 7th the previous year. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland stated that Khan planned to travel from Canada to New York with the specific goal, and I quote, slaughtering as many Jewish people as possible in the name of ISIS, end of quote. In Canada, it was reported that Muhammad Shahzeb Khan faced 3 charges, attempting to leave the country to commit an offense for a terrorist group, participating in the activities of a terrorist group, and conspiring to violate U.S. immigration laws by attempting to enter the United States illegally. He is also charged in the U.S. with attempting to provide material support and resources to a foreign terrorist organization. However, despite the charges previously reported, Khan's lawyer, Gaëtan Bourassa, clarified that Khan does not face any charges in Canada, apart from the extradition request to be tried in the United States.
So he was arrested last week, all right, and then they have 60 days to produce the proof that the United States has. So we fixed today the 6th of December, waiting for that to receive that proof. And then on the 6th of December, if we receive the proof, then we're going to fix a day for the hearing. It is a complex case because, first of all, the nature of the reason why he is asking in the States, and they have some witnesses that we don't know their name, and we have to see what is the reality of those persons.
Do you know?
But what does he think of these charges against?
Do you know how many people are involved?
I don't have any on that information to give you.
Apart from the U.S. Extradition case, are there any charges against your client in Canada?
Not to my knowledge.
Do you know if he will be facing charges or will only be?
I don't have any information about that.
And what is his reaction to these charges against him? What does he make of
It's a
this?
surprise first that he was arrested at the border in special circumstances that we're gonna have to look at.
Today's hearing was brief as the evidence from the Americans was incomplete. They have 60 days from the arrest to submit their evidence and the extradition request, after which Canada will have 30 days to approve or reject the request.
Pakistani citizen Muhammad Khan was arrested last week over alleged ISIS plot to kill Jews in New York. Recently, a father and son in Toronto from Egypt were arrested facing similar allegations. Why in both cases did foreign intelligence detect the threats before Canada did, and what kind of work is being done to ensure no more alleged ISIS supporters have entered Canada on false pretenses?
First of all, this is an extraordinarily serious situation, and it highlights just how effective our security services and institutions are. That we were able to interdict these very, very potentially devastating situations. We work with partners around the world as a Five Eyes country sharing intelligence, and there's many situations in which Canadian intelligence has been important to partners around the world. But all of us are confronting similar threats of violent extremism and radicalism that requires us to be vigilant. We are constantly making sure that our security services and intelligence agencies are keeping Canadians safe, whether it's through vetting people wanting to come to Canada or ensuring that people here are not threatening to cause harm to other Canadians. And we will continue to step up our investments and our support of all the women and men in Canada and indeed working for Canada around the world that are fighting to keep us safe.
We will closely follow this case for any developments. If the extradition is approved in December, Khan may challenge the decision and appeal, which could further delay the proceedings. Our immigration and judicial systems seems to be crumbling. This is another terrorist caught in our country of Canada who were luckily caught before their evil plots. You may remember the Toronto father and son who were arrested before their attack on Toronto Jewish community. Meanwhile, Immigration Minister Mark Miller continues to accept thousands of Palestinian immigrants and refugees, despite the high risk of radicalization and threat. Will we see more cases like this one in the future? Stay tuned for more developments to come. Don't forget to go to deporthamas.com. On this website, we still have our petition to send a strong message to the authority and government that everybody who are here that are not Canadian citizens, who are supporting terrorist organizations and are glorifying them in the middle of the street, as we saw since October 7th of last year, that those people, they should be deported back in their country. Go and sign our petition at deporthamas.com and make your voice heard before it's too late.